Explore strange new worlds on MeTV. Seek out new life.
I've seen old photographs of this period. Let's get out of here.
And new civilizations. Boldly go to Mayberry and the Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8 on MeTV Fresno.
Hi, I'm John Mallis. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with Me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this day. Glad you're here on a Friday morning. Hey, we are talking about golden retrievers on this day. That's right, they are susceptible or prone to getting cancer. We'll have a veterinarian in the house and also a dog owner and one dog, a golden retriever named Yankee. 436 MeTV option 11. We're back after this timeout.
Tonight I want to discuss the importance of the television medium to the American people.
Back here on the program on a Friday morning here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. So glad you are here. And I got to tell you about a programming note coming up on Monday. We've got Christopher Gabriel coming up on the program. He is going to be talking about the president-elect Donald Trump and much more. Hey, about the Russian hacking. We might even get into some local politics as well. Christopher Gabriel, the radio personality, will be on our program on Monday. Then a tape show on Tuesday. It'll be a business segment, so we won't be here live. You won't be able to call in. So you know that little live bug, that little live logo? You won't see that on Tuesday, I don't think, because it'll be a tape program. Anyway, right now you're watching us live on Comcast Channel 375 and 43.6 and 13.1 over-the-air broadcast. If you don't have Xfinity, then you can watch us, of course, over the air with a digital antenna that we sell here at Ventura TV. Hey, we are on the air a couple of more times later in the day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 13.6 YouTube, 8 o'clock tonight on 4.6 Biz TV. And so I got to tell you, my friends, this is going to be a very exciting program here on this program, Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno this morning, because the greatest fear for any dog owner right now is canine cancer, specifically golden retrievers. Listen to this statistic. It'll blow your mind. 6 out of 10 are dying of cancer. That's about 60% of these dogs are dying of some form of cancer. It's amazing. I want to roll the videotape, my friends, show you exactly what I'm talking about. I want you to meet Yankee. He is a 6-year-old male golden retriever who recently had surgery to remove part of his jawbone, all because of a fast-growing cancer, the tumors that were in his mouth. Yankee's owner, Pam Kennedy, you see her right there, has 2 golden retrievers. Both are full of energy, and just by looking at Yankee, one could never tell he had cancer. Golden retrievers are not living as long as they used to, though, only 9 to 10 years old, as opposed to 16 or 17 years old back in the 1970s. Hey, right now, more than 3,000 golden retrievers are taking part in a Morris Animal Foundation lifetime study taking place in Colorado. The goal is to find out why these dogs are prone to getting cancer. They look at the dog's lifestyle, they look at the diet, the environment, is it living in the city or the country, and they look at the medical history. This landmark study should help golden retrievers, and it should help those researchers find out what's going on. Take a look in this report.
The Golden Retriever Lifetime Health Study is a pivotal study for veterinary medicine because it'll give us the information we need to be able to make evidence-based recommendations to pet owners so that their animals can live longer, healthier lives.
It's the largest and longest study ever attempted like this in veterinary medicine. Human studies have done longitudinal studies looking at people for more than 60 years, but this is the first time that this has ever been attempted in the world of veterinary medicine.
The ultimate impact and really the holy grail is preventive medicine. But to be able to make those recommendations, we need to have scientifically based evidence so that we can make the recommendations to pet owners so that they can make decisions for the betterment of their animals. That's when we can have the impact.
Being involved in the study with the Morris Foundation is quite an honor for both myself and I think Ranger's pretty proud also. We knew we wanted to get a golden retriever puppy, so when we picked Piper up, we waited till she was 6 months old and we got her enrolled.
We're going to have 3,000 golden retrievers that will be following through the study. We'll be able to do some accurate statistical analysis and know what the incident rate is of cancer in this group and be able to compare that to the larger population of dogs to see if in fact it is a change in the incident rate, or are we in fact just becoming more aware of it, more diagnosis.
All right, live in our studio right now is Pam Kennedy, the owner of Yankee, and also Yankee, get up here. Stand up so we can see you. Come on. Come on, get up here. There he is. Hey,
with
there's
his
our
Morris Animal Foundation.
Yes, he's the
bandana.
star of the show. That's right. That's Yankee right here, a 6-year-old male golden retriever, and also Dr. Eric Hannon, Yankee's veterinarian. All three are here. What a beautiful dog. Right here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. We're going to come back after this brief time out, and we're going to talk about golden retrievers being prone to cancer, much like Yankee here, who survived and doing quite well with her owner, Pam Kennedy. 436 MeTV, option 11. We're back in a moment.
After God created the world, He made man and woman. Then, to keep the whole thing from collapsing, He invented humor.
Sub, a perfect reason to rejoice. A distinctly positioned channel in the crowded Hindi general entertainment channel space. It is India's only family comedy entertainment channel with a core brand promise of असली मजा सबके साथ आता है.
देख रहा हूँ.
Which means celebrate the joy of being together. Taking humor as a universal language, the shows on Sub are light-hearted and make up for an enjoyable family viewing experience. Indeed.
असली मजा सबके साथ आता है.
अब तो सबको पता है यार.
Zob TV is now on digital channel 31.8.
Back here on the show, Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. I'd like you to call in today because we're talking about canine cancer, specifically golden retrievers prone to getting cancer. Let's take the shot over here, much like Yankee, of course, who's 6 years old. Welcome to the program, Pam. I know you got your hands full there. And Dr. Hannon, good to see you. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
Good,
Thank you.
Good. We got to get close to the mic there. People at home will not be able to hear you, so get close there. And you can have Yankee up here. We want to see him. Come on up, Yankee.
Come on, Yank. Pause up.
Jump up there.
Come
on, pause up.
Okay, good.
All right, let me start with Dr. Hannon.
Yes, sir.
What kind of cancers are we talking about?
Usually the most ones that affect these guys, unfortunately, are, things like hemangiosarcoma, which is a cancer of the spleen. We also see osteosarcoma, which is a very aggressive cancer of the bone itself, okay? Mm-hmm. And then, unfortunately, some things like lymphoma as well affects these guys, like you said. Usually about 60 to 66% of these guys will experience some form of cancer throughout their lifetime. And obviously, we try to do everything that we can to, try to keep this number down as possibly as much as we can.
Pam, how did you find out that Yankee here had cancer? Because he had it right here in the jaw, didn't he?
He had, yes. I just happened to notice a big lump when we were in to see Dr. Hannon for another issue. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Hannon took a look and said that needs to come out. This was on a Friday, so on the following Tuesday, he did the surgery. Mm-hmm. And pathology came back that it was a fast-growing cancerous tumor. And so he went to a specialist to make sure we got the margins and had it all removed. Mm-hmm. But he's doing amazing. He's gone on to obtain many more titles in his show career. So he's a healthy, good boy.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
How did you know? Did you know right away that it was cancer?
Or
you
know,
did you
was,
have to send it out for tests?
We had to send it off for biopsy.
Right.
When you consider oral masses, especially in this breed, you're very hesitant not to send them in.
Yeah.
So we went in there. Unfortunately, I knew that the location and where it was at, that I couldn't get it all. So basically, that's why we referred him to Dr. Farkas, who went in there and did a radical mandibulectomy, if you will, and
What is
removed.
that?
That's where you remove a large portion of these guys' jaws.
So
And
he had a portion of his jaw removed.
Exactly, because it infiltrated some of the bone and soft tissue around that area. So I knew that my going in there wasn't going to take it all out, basically.
So when you remove part of the jawbone,
yes, sir,
he's not having a difficult time eating at all, or
you
chewing?
you worry about when you get that aggressive. You want some water? You worry about. There you go.
You okay?
Good.
All right.
Okay.
It's all right. No
It's
problem.
okay.
Go ahead. You can continue talking.
You worry. When you get that aggressive. Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, we'll take a break here on Connect with Me. We're having a little coughing issue here with Pam. Hope she's okay. Yankee is okay, I guess. 436 MeTV option 11. Back in just a moment.
Revin is now on KVHF channel 4.4.
Back here on the program, and Pam Kennedy had to leave the studio just for a minute. She's having an allergy attack here, so coughing attack. But still, Dr. Hannon is here with Yankee. And so let's continue the conversation. Go ahead and take the shot there. And there it is. Take that other shot. Take that other shot of them. Go ahead and get that close up there. Look at that. Oh, man. That's,
What a good
that's
dog.
A sight for sore eyes,
Such
I'll
a good
tell you.
boy.
So talk about, was he going to have a problem in chewing his food, swallowing, just gnawing on, say, a milk bone or whatever?
And that's the risks that you run into, unfortunately, when you're removing a large portion of the jaw. You worry about healing. You worry about things like chewing and things of that nature as well. In his case, afterwards, he had to spend at least 2 months, maybe 2.5 months in a soft cone. That way, this would, prevent him from chewing and pulling on, playing tug of war and things like that.
All right, let's roll a videotape called Obstacle Course. Let's go take a look at Yankee out there at home with Pam Kennedy, the owner there. And Yankee, of course, is a very energetic dog, as you can see. It's hard for him to sit still. But he's enjoying, of course, life at home. Why did Yankee survive?
Good boy. Yankee, this came back as what they call an ameloblastoma, which is it's a benign growth, but unfortunately, it's very locally aggressive.
Okay, say that again.
It's an ameloblastoma. So
ameloblastoma.
Yes, sir. So
Which
sometimes
is?
it's just a accumulation of some differentiated cells that unfortunately grow really rapidly locally. Okay, and then basically it kind of acts. It's okay, good boy. It kind of acts like a squamous cell carcinoma, which is a very aggressive type of tumor. But fortunately for these guys, when we go in there and we take these things out, fortunately for these guys, this type of specific tumor doesn't usually spread, to the lymphatics and to the lungs and things of that nature. So in his case, radical reconstructive surgery was curative in his case, which is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so, do we know why dogs of this nature, golden retrievers, are so prone to cancer? I know that the you know, there's the Morris Animal Foundation study in Colorado. It's a lifetime study, $25 million altogether, at least so far. 3,000 dogs participating, 2012 to 2015. Do they know why yet?
They don't know that specific, you know, answer, unfortunately. When I see some of these dogs come into my clinic, I have a test for things like heartworm disease and things like Lyme disease, but unfortunately, you can't test for cancer. And I think it's a lot of the clients come in expecting some of the routine blood work to show cancer and things like that. Unfortunately, that's not the case. You know, there are specific biomarkers and things like that that the Morris Foundation are looking into. But as for, you know, I think it's going to take several years to develop, you know, any type of specific, you know, vaccine or any type of specific test to hopefully keep these guys cancer-free.
Do we know the age groups?
Usually, you know, the most affected age groups that I see are usually between the ages of, let's say, 7 and 10 years old. But I've seen animals, you know, younger than 2 diagnosed with unfortunate cancers as well. So I think that, you know, Ms. Kennedy is she is the epitome of an incredible owner. You know, she always keeps her routine visits and things of that nature. And I think it's very important to get these guys in, you know, at least yearly, if not twice a year.
Right, let's roll a videotape. It's called Playing. Let's go to Playing video and see more of course, Yankee at home there. There he is rolling around on the grass, and he has a companion, doesn't he?
Yes. Friday is an absolutely incredible dog as well. They tend to roughhouse a little bit, and unfortunately, after surgery, like I said, with the tug of war and toys and things like that, he had to wear this gag, which I'm sure Friday wasn't too happy about.
Right, and how long for recovery for a dog like this?
You know, usually for recovery, depending on how aggressive you get and how much of the jaw is actually removed, recovery time, you're looking at you know, a couple months. You know, anywhere from
really?
you know, yeah, from, you know, 2 months, 3 months till some of that bone starts to regenerate, if you will.
Where does the dog stay in recovery?
Usually,
at home
yeah,
or in the hospital?
if
or
the
where?
you know, if the clients feel comfortable enough having the dog at home, making sure that he doesn't, you know, bother the site, whether that's in the mouth, whether that's on the body somewhere, then I will send, you know, I'll send these guys home, maybe on some slight sedatives to keep them a little bit calm, if you will. But usually they can do most of the recovery time at home.
Right. Is that what Yankee did? Spent most of his time at home?
Yes, Yankee did. He did go through a bout of radiation therapy at UC Davis, you know, which is an incredible, you know, teaching hospital. They just wanted to make sure that all the margins per se. So what I mean by margin is when you go in there and do your surgical debridement, just to make sure that all those cells around that area were destroyed, if you will. So that's why he went to UC Davis. He did a, you know, round of radiation therapy, and then today, like you said, he's doing well and cancer-free.
They're looking at this study, the Morris Animal Foundation study. They're looking at diet. They're looking at exercise. They're looking, obviously, at lifestyle, where they live in the city or if they live in the county. Are they also looking at breeding techniques?
Well, I mean, that's, you know, that a lot of those things definitely come into play. It's okay, good boy. It's okay.
So should people be careful in breeding dogs like this?
You know, these dogs are, let's say they're, you know, the second or third most sought out breed, you know, today, you know, so.
It's the third most popular dog in this
people,
country.
You know, people love these dogs. So, obviously, when you have clean genetic lines and things like that, and you know, sires and dams that are, you know, cancer-free throughout their lifetime, obviously those genetic lines are very sought out for, because we know that cancer, whether it's in humans or dogs, obviously has a genetic component to it. So, you know, when you are breeding them, or if they are, you know, bred, then obviously those lines are, you know, very sought out for.
Yeah. Okay, hey, how about if we take a break here?
Sounds great.
And see what happens here with Yankee, and we'll talk more about the golden retrievers and how they're prone to cancer, and Yankee here is a cancer survivor. When did the surgery take place before we go to break here?
I met Yankee, I believe, in March, just for some urinary issues, which shows you how important it is
this
to get.
year?
Yeah.
So when was the surgery?
I want to believe the surgery was in April.
In April of
Yes,
this
sir.
year?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good boy.
Well, he looks good. You know, he shows no signs of having been operated on or
he
being
doesn't slow down.
sedated or
sir.
anything. So, well, what's a life expectancy? I said that it used to be about 17, 18 years.
Used to be about 17,
Now
18.
it's down to 9 or 10.
Now
Is it because of the cancer?
It's it's a big deal to do with the cancer because, like you said, 66 are affected throughout their lifetime, at least percentage-wise, with some form of cancer. Not necessarily this cancer. This cancer is a little bit rare, but some of the other cancers that we talked about, which is why that's driving that number down.
But the type of cancer that Yankee had is a rare cancer.
It's on the more of the rare side, yes. I don't see many of these, but luckily resection and things like that is curative, and it doesn't usually have a tendency to spread, which is why our prognosis for this guy is so high.
All right, let's take that tight shot again, a Yankee. Go ahead, take that tight. Isn't that a look at that? How can you not want to call in? Stay on that shot. How can you not want to call in? Look at that. It's a face made for TV. A lovable, adorable dog, ready for the holidays, right? Ready for the holidays?
Yes, sir.
All right. 436-ME-TV. Option 11 if you want to call in and ask Yankee a question. We're back in just a moment.
Good dog.
The following is a list of celebrities you will not see on MeTV programs. Charlie Sheen, Lindsay Lohan, Snooki, Paris Hilton, Perez Hilton, Honey Boo Boo, Justin Bieber, Simon Cowell, Chris Brown, Miley Cyrus, and the Real Housewives of any place. This is who you will see on MeTV programs. Lucy, Ralph, Mary, Perry, Gilligan, Kenner, Spock, Batman, Rowdy, Festus, and the Beaver. MeTV. Thanks for watching.
When you're looking for Whirlpool innovation and quality, who has the answers, the selection, the price? Ventura TV Appliance. With billions in nationwide appliance buying power, more than Home Depot and Best Buy combined, will help you save. Our low prices on Energy Star qualified Whirlpool appliances save you energy and money and pay no interest on select models when paid in full within 12 months. Ventura TV Appliance, serving you since 1951.
The new Frigidaire Professional line at Ventura TV Video Appliance. Enjoy generous-sized cooktops and sauté or simmer with ease, while true convection ovens offer even baking and juicy roasting perfection. Foods stay their freshest in spacious refrigerators with convenient controls and clear filtered ice and water. Easy to clean surfaces reduce fingerprints, and the quietest of dishwashers makes cleanup a snap. The new Frigidaire Professional line at Ventura TV Video Appliance.
You can find movies on over-the-air channel 13.3. Movies. Our name says it all.
The Justice Network is here. If you haven't tuned in, you're missing a great lineup of gripping stories of real crime, plus an unprecedented effort by viewers like you to play an active role in making your community safer. You can help support law enforcement by providing information that may lead to the apprehension of dangerous criminals or find a missing child. Great shows and your chance to fight crime, only on the Justice Network.
Back here on the program, Eric Hannon is here. He's a doctor, he's a veterinarian. He's the one that worked on Yankee, and Pam Kennedy, the owner of Yankee, is here. And I want to roll the videotape of training. Let's take that so we can look at Yankee again. I can't get enough of him. He's such a happy dog. Think of what this dog's been. There he is right there. Pam, where is this? Your backyard?
Yes, it is.
Oh, man, what are you doing? Giving him treats? Isn't he supposed to do tricks first before you give him a treat?
No.
Okay.
Actually, this is Friday.
Okay.
And she's...
Oh, that's Friday.
And
Okay.
she's...
That's his girlfriend.
Well, it's his niece, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that's a conditioning exercise that she's just learning to do, where she has to back her feet up onto that.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so that's still Friday right there.
That's
Yeah,
Friday.
I can't tell the difference.
tough.
Dr. Hannon probably can, but hey, caller, you're on the air with our two guests. Go ahead. What's your question?
Yes, good morning. First of all, I just wanted to know, how old is Yankee?
Yankee is 6.5.
Oh, 6.5. And also I wanted to ask, is there some kind of a at a certain, well, I imagine right when you start taking them in for their shots and everything is when they're pups. Is there a certain test aside from that needs to be done when you get them for that, for the cancer or anything?
Go ahead. Can you repeat that really quick?
Repeat the question,
Yes.
please.
Is there a certain test, like when you get them as pups, puppies? Is there a certain test that you have, or just simply tell them you want them to be tested for that cancer, or
Now,
is this something that?
That's a good question. Unfortunately, when I see these guys come into my clinic, I can test them for things like canine heartworm disease and Lyme disease and things like other tick-borne diseases. But unfortunately, there's no specific test for cancer. So, my advice to, you guys is whenever you feel any weird lumps and bumps, or, let's say your dog starts limping or anything like that, obviously get him checked by a veterinarian just to make sure that these growths aren't anything that we really have to worry about.
Okay, well, thank you for answering my question. They're wonderful dogs. Oh, they're wonderful with children and everything. Oh, they're so playful, and they love water. So thank you. Thank you for having them on the show.
Caller, let me ask you a question. What do you think of Yankee?
Oh, he's beautiful. He's wonderful. I love golden retrievers. I did have 2 golden retrievers in the past, but of course they got old. I had them since pups. And they're wonderful with children. They love water and grown-ups, older people, seniors. Oh, they're just beautiful dogs, and they look beautiful. And in my book, I just love them. I'm planning to get another one, another golden retriever, 2 if possible again. Because they're just. I just love them. I love Yankees.
Buy a good vacuum. They shed.
Thank you.
Right, Pam?
Yes, they do.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That's right. So, Dr. Hannon, let me ask you a question here.
Yes, sir.
Let me read some stats to you here, and just go over this. Okay, 50%, according to a study, says that all cancers can be cured with surgery. Not all cancers. Some cancers can be cured with surgery with these dogs. That obviously is true because Yankee wouldn't be here today without the surgery.
Correct.
But 15% are not curable. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The 4 that's listed here, and I could be wrong. That's why you're here. You're the expert.
Yes, sir.
Lymphoma, not curable. Osteosarcoma, not curable.
Yes, sir.
Hemangiosarcoma, not curable. Whole body cancer, not curable. Are those the types of cancers that golden retrievers can get?
Yes, and unfortunately,
and they're not curable.
And unfortunately, those 4 that you listed are the top 4 that we see in probably 80 to 85% of the golden deaths that we unfortunately do see are those 4 types of cancers. Now, the reason that they are not treatable, and the reason that you use palliative therapy, which means that you try to use things like radiation therapy, chemotherapy, sometimes surgery to assess these certain growths. Now, by that time, unfortunately, that you detect them, a lot of them have spread to not only the lungs, but also sometimes the spleen, liver, things like that. So at that point, it's unfortunate that you cannot, unfortunately, get rid of all those cells.
Yeah, and I'm reading part of the study here. Generally speaking, small dogs weighing less than 20 pounds are low risk for cancer.
Yes.
Low risk.
Low risk. We don't
Why?
see. It's just I think it has a lot to do with some of the growth factors and things of that nature. So when you have these big breeds, these Goldens, these Labradors that grow very quickly, I think there's a little bit more differences on the cellular level, if you will. So these young dogs or these small breeds usually aren't affected nearly as much as these large breeds
Go to the
are.
videotape. It's called Outside. We're going to go outside to the Kennedy household and look at more video here. Now, which dog is this? Because
This is Friday doing what she always does.
Well, where the heck is Yankee? We took all this video. Kennedy is not even here. What's the deal here?
There was a lot of him.
Okay. All right. So this is Kennedy again? So this whole video is on Kennedy? It's not on Yankee?
This is Friday. This is Friday. I don't...
Friday, not Kennedy.
This is Friday. She's...
Friday. Okay.
And Friday is is Friday in the foundation as well?
She's not in the foundation.
She's not in the study.
No.
I got her after the study was filled.
Okay, let's get out of this and go back to the monologue video because I want to talk about Yankee. And I want to see Yankee at home again. Let's just take the monologue video. So I'm assuming this will be Yankee in the monologue video. Am I right?
Well,
You're not sure. Okay. Well, is that Yankee?
That's Friday.
That's Friday. Okay. All right. What video did I run that shows Yankee, for God's sake?
You had a video of him. Well, that's Yankee rolling
That's
around.
Yankee right there.
That's Happy Boy Yankee.
Okay. Tell me about him. Tell me about him.
Well, let me tell you. Let me brag, if you will allow. He is Grand Champion, Bronze Champion, Quailwood Out of the Park, Grand Slam, CGC, Canine Good Citizen, Rally Novice, Rally Advanced, Rally Excellent, Beginning Novice, Companion Dog, and Companion Dog Excellent. Those are all his titles.
Wow.
And mostly I'm very proud. He is a therapy dog for Community Regional Cancer Center, and we try to go weekly to visit the cancer patients there.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. What are we looking at here?
That's the ribbon. We were at the Nationals in October, the Golden Retriever National Dog Show, and that particular ribbon was given to him from the Morris Animal Foundation. He was in the Parade of Heroes. And that's just a picture I have of him that I think is very handsome.
You had him since when?
Itty bitty. He was
How old when you got him?
7 weeks.
Okay.
A little fur ball.
Okay. And he's had pretty much the same personality throughout?
Oh, yes.
And he hasn't changed since the surgery?
Not at all. And another thing about him that's amazing is he had meningitis 2 years before the cancer. And his life was saved by Davis, so he's been quite a survivor in his life.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Amazing dog. So what does he do? How do you spend time with your two dogs? What do you do?
Well, I'm retired now, and this is Yankee right here doing the broad jump. We train every morning.
When you say train, what does that mean?
Doing what I was doing in the yard with them, doing the lessons so that he can earn, both of them actually, all the titles, AKC titles. So they're my family, and they go with me as much as the weather allows them to travel in the car. They love to go in the car. And we go weekly to Lodi for training with our wonderful handler and trainer. And it's a dog's life. What can I say there?
You pretty much you devote your entire time to both your dogs, Friday and Yankee.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let's take a break. We're going to come back with more of Dr. Eric Hannon and Pam Kennedy, the owner of Yankee, and Friday. Friday is not here. Friday is at home, I'm assuming. 436-MeTV, option 11. Back in just a moment.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the KitchenAid appliances we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start. But you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Save big with KitchenAid. Right now, get up to a $1,000 prepaid MasterCard when you purchase select KitchenAid appliances. Get the best selection, price, and service in town without waiting. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise today.
Take a look at this.
Let's play.
This is too hip for you. I'll slow down.
Let's play.
Watch all your favorite classic game shows on Buzzer TV, KBBC Digital Channel 13.7.
All right, back here on the show talking to Eric Hannon. He's a doctor, he's a veterinarian, and Pam Kennedy owns Yankee. And so, Dr. Hannon, when did we find out, when did the medical community find out that these dogs are so prone to cancer? Is it recent or?
No, we've known that this has been going on for quite some time now. And other organizations, besides the Morris Foundation, obviously, put a lot of time and effort, and also money into trying to figure out some of these specific biomarkers that these Goldens have, and hopefully in the hopes of preventing some of these, horrible diseases.
Yeah, there's another study going on. It's taking place at Broad Institute, and that's at Tufts University, of course, in Massachusetts. You're probably familiar with that study too. There are a lot of studies, but this is one of them. And I want to roll a piece of videotape with one of the researchers there at the Broad Institute talking about golden retrievers and obviously them being prone to cancer. The researcher's name is Noriko Tonomura, and she is one of those people doing so much research to try to come up with a solution as to why the golden retrievers are prone to cancer and also what can be done about it to stop it. Let's roll the videotape, you'll hear it.
The three most common cancers in golden retrievers are hemangiosarcoma, lymphoma, and muscle tumor. And because all these illnesses have human counterparts, we're trying to find the genes that cause these cancers to improve the medical treatment of people as well as dogs. To find the genes causing cancer, we use the state-of-the-art technology our group developed here at the Broad. Using blood samples from the dog, we look into the DNA found in the blood of sick dogs and healthy dogs. This is Valen. He's almost 12. He's one of the participants in our golden retriever cancer study. As you can see, he's a very healthy, old, happy boy. So he's participating in our study as a healthy control, meaning he doesn't have the cancer. In our golden retriever cancer study, so far we have tested about 500 golden retrievers. Of those 500 golden retrievers, about 200 are older, healthy, cancer-free dogs like Valen, and others are dogs with one of three common cancers. We have exciting results from the analysis of those 500 golden retrievers. We are finding genes that we didn't know cause cancer. And here we see the region of dog genome that's linked to lymphoma. And we are now looking into those genes to find exact change in the DNA, which we call mutations. And because dogs live in the same environment as humans, and they develop cancer spontaneously as they get older, they're much more like us than lab mice. So what we are finding in dogs will guide us to find a cause of cancer in people, which is very exciting.
Dr. Hannon, what's so significant about this study that's taking place at the Broad Institute, Tufts University in Massachusetts?
This, this study, like we talked about, distinguishes these specific biomarkers, if you will, to locate these, certain areas of the genome that discuss or lymphoma, hemangiosarcoma. But in order, I think this is going to take some time, in order to try to ultimately prevent this mutation, which cancer ultimately is, I think is going to take, several years, if not decades, to pinpoint.
Prevention, though, is down the road. It's not in the near future.
I would hope prevention, not only dealing with veterinary medicine, but also, on the human aspect of things, I think everybody's looking for a cure.
Yeah, but in the dogs here specifically, the golden retrievers, with this research study going on at the Broad Institute, it's years down the road.
I believe so. I think they've pinpointed, certain aspects that are, very advantageous, but I think it's still going to take some time.
What's different about this study as opposed to the Morris Animal Foundation Lifetime study taking place in Colorado? These are two different studies. One is at the Broad Institute, the other one at the Morris Animal Foundation, which is, between 2012 and 2015, they were researching and testing, 3,000 dogs. It's a $25 million project. Give us the two differences in the studies.
I think that the Morris Foundation is, a much broader aspect, if you will. I think, the money and things that, the $25 million that went into it. I think that the other study specifically marks, just those 4 cancers instead of all the cancers that Goldens face. And the Morris Foundation also does, besides these dogs, does canines and, felines and llamas and, wildlife and things of that nature as well.
Yeah, so the 4 cancers that we mentioned previously.
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to roll the videotape, and it's called Memorabilia. Let's take a look at some of the memorabilia here. Pam, at your home.
Okay.
And you have a necklace. Which dog is it?
This is Yankee.
It's Yankee.
This
It's
is
around your
Yankee.
neck. Yes. Hey, we do have a phone call here. I'm going to put it on hold, though. Hang on, caller. Get to you in a moment and talk about some of the memorabilia here, if you would, Pam.
Those blue ribbons were the ribbons that Yankee and Friday won just a few weekends ago. And this is the Morris Animal Foundation Lifetime Study. He was in the Hero Parade at the specialty in Placerville, and they gave each dog his own ribbon with his name on it. And those are the ribbons, all those ribbons are the ribbons that Yankee and Friday brought home from that show.
That's outstanding. And so, caller, you're on the air with Dr. Hannon and Pam Kennedy. Go ahead.
Pretty neat. Of course, that's a lovable breed of dog. So, can you tell me a little bit about the history? How did the dog get developed? What are the dog's origins? That species, that breed of dog. What are the origins historically? When you look back, because it seems like it's a modern day dog, but I imagine it goes back to I don't know, Middle Ages. Could you help enlighten me?
I'm a bad dog owner because I can't give you the specifics of what you're after. The dog was, of course, bred from many different breeds to be a hunting dog, a retrieving dog. And the home is in Europe. The original Goldens are from Europe. And I imagine you can get lots more information if you Googled it on the internet. I apologize for not being more knowledgeable.
I'd just like to add to that just a little bit. I think that it's important to realize as well, when you look at some of the research and things of that nature, the European-bred Goldens suffer for some reason, a significantly less, chance of cancer throughout their lifetime. So that's why some of these European breeds are much more sought out for, if you will.
Yeah, they're not as prone to cancer, too. And to
Correct.
answer the call, are you still there?
Yeah, I am.
All right. I just want to read you this here that I have the research that I've done. The Golden Retriever is a relatively modern-day breed developed in Scotland in the mid-19th century and registered in the UK in 1903. About the same time the dogs were imported to the U.S. In 1925, Goldens were registered with the American Kennel Club. And by the 1950s, the sporting breed had gained much popularity in this country, and although it's the third most popular dog in this country, it is the 8th most popular dog in Europe. Interesting, huh?
Very.
That is interesting. So ultimately, the solution to the cancer-prone nature of that particular breed may be in genetics. So phase out those cancer-prone breeds and encourage the proliferation of the cancer-resistant ones, the European ones. Is that what you're seeing ultimately as a solution?
That's a great point. I think that if we headed in that direction, I also think that monitoring these guys sometimes, and what I mean by that is if we have a breed that's so genetically predispositioned to getting some of these cancers, sometimes I've even recommended yearly ultrasounds and chest radiographs, which are X-rays of the chest, just to make sure that we don't see any abnormalities or anything like that.
Yeah, thank you, caller. Appreciate it. So I mentioned too in this Morris Animal Foundation lifetime study in Colorado, that's part of the process. They're researching the diet, the environment, where they live in the city or in the country, and they're also researching the breeding techniques. That's important to cancer research?
I think a lot of those things are important, yes. I think, unless you want to add something.
Go ahead
to this,
if you want to add something.
Well, I think, we don't know why our Goldens and other breeds are so prone to cancers. I don't think there's one single answer. I have lost 3 of my previous Golden Retrievers, all to different cancers, and now Yankee is a survivor. And I think it's a combination of possible genetics in the breeding. I think the environment plays a huge role, and the activities, what the dogs do, can influence their health.
All right. Take a call here real quick. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Okay, hi. This question is for Pam. I'm an animal lover, and I'm really interested in the experience you have with the therapy. I noticed that you owned a dog named Scarlett that was trained to heal, according to the article there.
Yes.
And you said that you've also taken Yankee to the nursing homes. So I just want to get a little more information about how that has gone for you.
I tell people, thank you for asking the question. I tell people that it's my missionary work, and it's so great because I get to do it with my dogs when we visit the patients at the cancer center. It's the most rewarding thing I've done, I think, in my retired years. I was a docent at the zoo, and I love doing that, but this is much more rewarding for me.
Before we go to break here, I want to touch on the breeding aspect one more time here, Doctor. According to the Golden Retriever Club of America, breeders play a special role in the success of the study because they can recruit multiple siblings who share the same genetic heritage. Data from littermates who experience different environmental factors and diets during their lifetimes may provide some unique insight that could have a significant impact on the long-term health of these dogs. Would you agree with that in part?
Oh, absolutely. I think that if you have a litter of 8 Goldens that you track throughout their lifetime, that maybe 1, maybe 0 develop or do not develop any form of cancer, then obviously
they don't have the gene then.
They don't have that gene, and that line is probably more sought out for as well. Yes.
Yeah. So breeding is a very important factor in these dogs. All
Absolutely.
right. 436 MeTV option 11. We're going to come back with more of our program here on Connect with Me. Kind of a wild day here on the set with Yankee. We kind of put him back in his little fortress there. I'll call it a fortress, okay?
Okay.
All right. I won't call it a cage. I'll call it a fortress. That's his home. All right. Back in just a moment.
Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer, and now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Not sure what you're watching? Want to see what's coming up next? Or just want to browse what's on without the hassle of flipping channels? Your wish has come true. Now you can view schedules for all the digital TV channels available in the Central Valley. Get local weather updates and forecasts, and listen to nationally syndicated Biz Talk Radio, all on KVHF 4.1. Rescan your TV now, then tune in to Digital Channel 4.1 to start enjoying the all-new TV Guide.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the Samsung big screen we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start. But you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Time for that upgrade to an HD 3D web-enabled Samsung TV. Get the best selection, price, and service in town without waiting. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise today.
Got to take this shot over here at Yankee. Is he going to eat that microphone?
He might.
I don't think so.
He might.
No. I don't know. He's panting. Has he got some water over there? You got him water, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
He's got water. Man, I'll tell you, he's a very exciting. Let me ask you something, because I've wondered this about all dog breeds. 4th of July, does he get worried?
He didn't used to, but since his surgery, thunder, fireworks bother him. So,
Really?
yeah, and I don't have I don't have a clue.
How did he react after the surgery?
Oh, he was. The surgery was in San Carlos. We were there at the clinic at 6 o'clock in the morning. Surgery was about 3 hours. He was in recovery there, and I was with him. And by 3 o'clock that afternoon, we were driving home.
Oh.
It was amazing.
Oh.
Dr. Farkas said, no, it's okay. You can take him home. And he was 2.5 months in an e-collar and muzzle, but he was a wonderful patient. He was such a good boy. Such a good boy.
Yeah, and you took care of him the rest of the time.
Yeah.
In recovery.
Yes.
At home.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. Are you amazed, Doctor, at his fast and speedy recovery?
When I saw, the actual surgical site and things of that nature, I was absolutely amazed. Dr. Farkas did an incredible job, and he, you worry, like I said, you worry about the integrity of the jaw when they take that much away, but looking at it today, minus some teeth that he's missing, it looks absolutely fantastic.
And it's on the right side that
it is.
Where the surgery
It
took
is on
place,
the lower right side, yes.
The lower right side.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It was a very difficult surgery because it was the very back of his mouth, and they can't open it that much.
Yeah.
Their jaws don't unhinge.
Yeah.
And it was a tough surgery, but did a great job.
Yeah. Why golden retrievers? Why are you so intrigued with them? You've had 3 that died. You've got 2 now.
Yes.
You got Friday. You got Yankee here. And why the golden?
I had other breeds in my younger years, but these dogs, I kid when I say I'm not sure why God gave us other breeds, because these dogs are just wonderful. They're wonderful family dogs. Look, he's happy boy.
Yeah,
and
he is. He just wants attention.
They're just great dogs.
He wants attention.
They're very smart. Very smart.
You very rarely meet any mean ones as well.
I never.
You know what I mean? They're just attitude-wise.
Yeah. Whoops. He's got a little
burp.
A little burp there. Okay. Oh, he's
Excuse
fine.
us.
You probably heard that at home.
Excuse us. Where's your Pepsin?
Yeah. Difficulty in taking care of the golden retrievers in any way, shape, or form?
Because mine are performance and show dogs, I bathe them regularly. Well, he has to be
By
bathed.
the way, let's take that video called bathing. As long as you brought it up. Now, we're not going to actually show the dog being bathed, but is that Yankee there?
That's Yankee with his security. He has those all over the house.
He does?
Yeah.
He chews on that, or?
It's like a...
Just
just holds it. No, he's got his mouth on it, and he
wants to rest on there.
It's his, I don't know.
Security pad.
Exactly.
It's a baby.
Yeah. But back to the, they need to be brushed. They need to be bathed.
Well, it's a good thing you're retired.
They should, yeah. And but really, other than the long hair, there's not anything.
Yeah.
Any different than any other breed.
Now, would you ever give him a haircut at all, or no?
No.
No.
I have some people
They do.
In the summertime, they take, and I have very strong feelings about no.
She makes those feelings known to me as well. If I need to shave for, say, an IV catheter or something like that, she doesn't want him shaved.
Why?
Just because it takes a little bit of time to grow back, and then they have that spot missing and things of that nature.
That's my grooming tub in my.
Oh, that's your grooming tub. Well, this is your full-time job now. It's not a hobby anymore. It's a job.
Well, not really. It's a labor of love.
It is, but it's like taking care of a child.
Oh, it is.
It's
Definitely.
like having 2 kids.
It's
2 small kids.
I have 2-year-olds. Yes.
Yes. So, what do you have to say about that, Yankee?
Says.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He's done surprisingly well here today.
Yeah, and so what's this right? Is this where you give him a bath?
I have a raised tub with hot and cold water in the garage, and that's where they get their baths.
What advice would you give to other people, families, let's say a family of 4, got 2 kids, a boy and a girl or whatever, and they want to get a golden retriever? Your advice to them would be what?
To go to a reputable breeder so that the dogs have had all their clearances, their eyes, hips, elbows, heart, everything is clear. So there's no guarantees, but at least if you look at the parents and know that the breeder has done the clearances and can show you proof of that, and you can look at the dog's pedigree and maybe make an intelligent decision on where to purchase.
All right, Dr. Hannon, how do you find a reputable breeder? I mean, is that hard to do?
You
Get up there close a little bit.
You call Mrs. Kennedy, Miss Kennedy, and she'll tell you.
You serious?
Yeah. No,
Really?
they've.
And how does one get in touch with you?
They call the vet and ask. They usually call me and say, "Is it okay if I give your phone number to
so and so?" Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's how.
She knows she knows the good ones.
Yeah, and
For
where
sure.
are most of the good breeders?
Oh, they're all over the country. I mean.
But here in Fresno County, are there some good breeders here?
Yes.
There are, and you know them.
And I've bred Yankee. I will not anymore because
Okay.
of the cancer. But prior to that, he had been
Okay.
bred twice.
Okay.
Once to a dog in Florida, so
Okay.
he has
There
puppies
he
all
is.
over. Yeah.
There he is. Hey, Yankee. Yankee. Oh, he's such a good dog. He and we're going to have a chat after the show. Is that okay? He's so well behaved, but he's such a bundle of energy. And where does this energy come from? Is this just part of the personality of the Golden?
It's his personality.
Are
most Goldens like this, or?
A large majority of the Goldens are, yes.
Happy dogs.
Yes. They're just happy dogs.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's rare that you meet a mean one. And they're
It's
just
a good
fantastic.
family dog.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
family
Fantastic
dog.
with children.
The best.
Fantastic with everybody. Other dogs, cats, yeah, you name it.
Yeah, he loves kitties.
Yeah. Oh, he does?
He loves
He likes
kitties.
kitties.
We don't have one at the house, but do you like kitties? Tell me, where's the kitty? You don't. You know there isn't a kitty here, don't you?
So this is the number. I don't. Well, it's the third most popular dog. I don't know about recommendations. Is this the number one recommended dog for therapy? Would you say, Doctor or Pam?
I would say it's very high on the list. If not Goldens, Labradors.
Right.
They're probably two of the highest on the list for, not only
Therapy
therapy.
dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he's a show dog. He's a therapy dog, and he's a cancer survivor. He's 6 years old. He's an amazing dog. He's so beautiful and so full of life and energy. Oh man, any dog like this would make a great pet for a family. I sure appreciate you coming in, Yankee and Dr. Hannon, Pam Kennedy. I really appreciate it. Good luck to you and to your two dogs, of
Thank you.
course. You want to shake?
Do a shake?
Shake? Yankee? Shake. Shake. Go ahead. You want to shake? How much time left? 30 seconds? 1 minute? You want to shake? Come on. You can shake.
You shake?
No,
can't
not
reach.
right now. No.
I'll shake though.
Dr. Hannon, good to see you.
Thank you for having
Thanks
me.
for taking time. I know you're really busy. You're
Anytime.
going to make it here, Pam?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
okay.
Thanks for coming on the show. All right. Feel better. Have a good weekend with Yankee there. Thank you very much for joining us here on Connect with Me. Hey, Monday, another live program. Christopher Gabriel will be here. He's a radio guy. We'll talk about Trump, Obama, everything under the sun. See you Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
If you have a need to promote your business or event, please consider MeTV Fresno for your next campaign. MeTV reaches over 100,000 of your potential customers in the Fresno area every single week. Plus, you can rest assured that your commercial is running in the greatest family-friendly programs of all time. MeTV Fresno delivers a strong, loyal audience ready to buy, and your campaign will cost a fraction of what you're paying for your advertising now. Call me today to find out how affordable MeTV is at 905-1925.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the KitchenAid appliances we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start. But you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Save big with KitchenAid. Right now, get up to a $1,000 prepaid MasterCard when you purchase select KitchenAid appliances. Get the best selection, price, and service in town without waiting. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise today.